My patient is Lloyd Bennett. He's a 76-year-old male. There's an order for him to have a blood transfusion. So I just wanted to make sure that I had the physician's order signed and ready to go, and then I also got the signed consent from the patient to receive the blood transfusion. Before going in to see my patient, I'm going to wash my hands. Knock, knock, knock. Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm going to be your nurse today. Can I have your name and date of birth? Okay, great. Have you ever had a blood transfusion before? Well, the doctor ordered you to have one, and you stated that you've been having some dizziness and fatigue while getting up at physical therapy, and this blood transfusion will help to raise your energy and help with the dizziness. I would want to verify the correct blood is getting transfused with another nurse. So I'm going to verify the patient. It's Lloyd Bennett, date of birth 11/5/42.
Yep.
Patient identifier number is 4156, and the unit number is 0005358.
All right, and the blood type?
O negative.
And then expiration date?
3/19/2019.
Okay. All right, I will sign this.
Okay, first I'm going to get an initial set of vitals. This will just help give us a baseline of what your blood pressure and temperature will be before the transfusion starts. So in case there is a reaction, we know what's causing it. I'm going to take the blood pressure, the temperature, I'm going to count the respirations, and I'll also check the O2 saturation, oxygen, and also the pulse. Since you've never had a blood transfusion before, we're going to start this out slowly so we can catch the reaction if one were to occur right away. Things to look for: you might experience difficulty breathing, tachycardia, your pulse might feel like it's racing, your blood pressure will decrease, and that's why we took the initial set of vitals, so we can have something to compare it to. And also you might experience some back pain, and all these things we want to know. If you have any questions, please let us know. In case you do have a reaction, we want to stop it as early as we can. So I will stop the transfusion right closest to your skin and get all new tubing. But first I would want to give you normal saline in a new tubing so that you don't have any of that blood that was causing the reaction. I would also notify the physician, and the lab would get the old tubing to check the blood type. Okay, I got my blood tubing, a brand new set, and so first I'm going to hook up the normal saline. These are clamped, so I'd want to unclamp it to prime the tubing. You can let it run all the way down to the end, and I'd want to reclamp it once it primes all the way. And then next I would hook up my blood product. Once this is hooked up, I could open up this line to allow the blood to come into the filter and fill it up over the filter. And I would clamp this. And then I will hook this IV site up to the patient. And then I will unclamp this and then unclamp the blood side, but I'll leave the normal saline side clamped because I don't want the blood going into the normal saline bag. Then I will stay here with the patient. I'll run it about 60 mils per hour. You can run it up to about 120, but at first you want to start slow just so you can see a reaction if it occurs right away without running it at a faster speed. And then I will wait until I can see the blood go to the end of the line into the patient, and then I'll take another set of vital signs 15 minutes after. It's been 15 minutes and I rechecked all the vitals. After that time, the vital signs are now 126/80, the pulse was 76, respiration to 18, and the O2 is 98% on room air. Temperature is 97.6. So this really hasn't changed since the initial set, so I'm feeling confident that the patient is tolerating the blood transfusion well and that we can increase the rate to about 120 mils per hour at this point. The blood pressure is now 124/78, the pulse is 77, respirations are 19, O2 saturation is 99% on room air, and the temperature is 97.8. I'm confident that there will be no reaction and the patient can relax while they're getting the transfusion. The blood tubing can be used for 4 hours, so you want to make sure that you document when you started the transfusion so other people who come in to assist will know when they need to get new tubing. Before leaving the patient to rest, would make sure that both the bed rails are up, the call light is within reach, and I would go and wash my hands. Also, make sure that the bed is at a low position, which it is. I would document that the blood transfusion was initiated. I would also expect the patient's hemoglobin to rise slightly. The skin might notice that there's a more pink color. I would expect him to feel more energized, and while rising from the bed or doing small ADLs, I would expect him to not get as dizzy or tired while moving.